Welcome back to Intro to Programming with C++. Today we're going to be looking at how we can send information to the monitor or the screen using the cout object. We're going to be sending both text and variables. Let's go to a program here that was set up. This is your basic hello world program. The purpose is just to say hello. So look at this program. I'm going to run it right away here. You can see what happens. I run it. It says, hello everybody, and press any key to continue. The press any key to continue is built in by my programming environment. Yours may not, and so it might look slightly different, but the hello everybody should be the same. So what happened here? First of all, I have the shell of the program that will look the same for just about every program. Comments, preprocessor directive namespace, main function, and then inside the main function, before we hit return 0, this ends the main function, so it definitely should be before we hit return 0, there is a cout, and then this insertion operator, which is really less than. And it has a fancy name, like many things in programming do. What this is to send the information, in this case in red, over to the console or the monitor, the screen. So when you're sending information with cout, you can send a lot of things out here, but if you're sending text out, or string is another name for that, you put the text in double quotes and then put that out to the screen. If it's not in double quotes, the processor will not recognize that this is text. It will think it was some other part of the program, a variable or something else like that. So this sent hello everybody to the screen. So double quotes are one thing I wanted you to note here, after cout and then the insertion operator. Then, also notice here, \n, that was what caused the compiler to hit enter. That's the new line character. There are a lot of these special characters in C++, and I'm not going to go through a list of them all here. That you can look up at another time. But if you hit another \n, maybe let's do a third one. This tells the compiler to hit enter a few times. This is going to be one of our more useful special characters for purposes of formatting our output. Also notice here, semicolon. Program statements have a semicolon at the end. If you're running into an error in your program, by the way, look for that first. That's going to be one of the most common mistakes. Oh, I forgot to put a semicolon in. Happens all the time. Now let's send some other things out to the screen too. What I'm going to do here is create a variable. It's going to hold a number. The data type is int. Int stands for integer, which, if you remember in your math classes, is a positive or a negative whole number. And I'm going to assign number a value. So int number, I created a number. What that really does is it creates a space in memory to hold an integer number, and I'm going to set that equal to 5 because I like the number 5. Now I'm going to change my text over here. The number is space. I want to send more information to the screen. I want to send the number. So I'm going to put that in just like that. It's not going to be ideal, but it will work pretty well. And that says send input. That really should say send output. We'll just fix that right now. The comments don't matter in the operation of the program, but it helps make the program make more sense. The number is 5. Press any key to continue. So that did work, and it sent out that number. And if I change the value up here, 17, compile again, and run the program, it does change the output of my program. Good, it should. I don't like the formatting there, so I want it to hit enter again. One way I could do that, first of all, notice every time I'm doing something different here, I'm putting another pair of less than symbols in there, another insertion operator. Now, I could send text down saying hit enter. Putting this in the red quotes does tell my compiler that this is text and not anything else, and it does work. Um, there's another way to do that. So you can also send a command, ENDL, send this command to cout, which says end line. It hits enter. We'll try that. And it does the same thing. There are many different ways to do the same thing, but this one's common, so is the /n, so I want you to see those. Notice the ENDL is outside the quotes. It's not being sent as text. It's being sent as a command to cout.